We are coming to you live from inside the merch distribution room, and I have an awesome deal for you. Not only do we have adult sizes, we have our youth size shirt in blue. If you purchase an adult size shirt and you use code KIDS, K-I-D-S, for every purchase, you get one free youth size shirt. What you gotta do, select the size that you want, put it in your cart, and at checkout, put the code in, KIDS, and it's gonna take the cost of this shirt right off of your total. So we have very limited supply left, but the shirts that we do have, we wanna get in your hands for the 4th of July, so you guys can look just as awesome as us. So make sure you guys click the link in the description or in the pinned comment below, get yourself a youth size shirt, and oh, don't forget, we're giving away a free Robbie Layton sticker with every single order, so not only are you getting a free sticker, getting a super awesome shirt, you can make your kids look just as good as you with their Do America stuff in our youth sizes. These are gonna go quick, so make sure you act fast, and we'll see you guys out there looking awesome for the 4th of July. Let's get back to this bus. Back to work on the bus. So while I was gone, the guys pulled this rusty, poor excuse of a bumper off of the bus. Now we were just gonna leave it and just let it be what it is, but can't do that. So we've got a really nice front bumper. We want a really nice rear bumper. So we've got a hitch off of a Dodge. It's got the receiver. We're gonna modify it and make it to where we can put a receiver hitch in the rear and then build a skin bumper around it with some tubing, that tubing over there, and just make it nice. So anyway, we've got Hillbilly over here. He's gonna be cutting off the brackets off the factory Dodge hitch that we're gonna be retrofitting onto this forward rear bumper. And then we're gonna start bending up some tubing. And then we've got some wiring to do and a few other odds and ends and a lot of little ends and things. So we got quite a few things to do on this bus, but we're gonna work on a bumper instead, because that's what we wanna do.
Okay, so this is a receiver hitch that's off a Dodge that we're cutting the bracketry off to retrofit on the bus. I already got the inner bracket cut off. Now I have to do the outer, and 2 on that side, and then this top bracket's getting cut off.
And that way, once it gets that all done, we'll set it in the rear, we'll make some cardboard templates, we'll make some brackets that bolt to the frame, that bolt to this, and then we'll start mounting this and building a skin bumper around it. And then everything will kind of work together. It's gonna look cool. And that's gonna be able to tow something. So that'll be nice.
They'll have to have either a really drop hitch or a lifted trailer.
Well, it's not our problem.
Okay, so I'm taking a break from the receiver hitch for a minute, so that way I can get these clearance lights put butt connected and wired back up and screwed into place. So that way Colton can get the bus turned around, so that way we're not working in the heat, doing the rear bumper.
Metal gets hot in the sun.
I get hot in the sun.
Yeah, we're not worried about you.
Does that mean I'm full of iron?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting on the first side clearance light. Since I already had it pre-crimped down on the table, I don't have to try holding it and crimping it and all that stuff. Both wires, I can just one wire. Just like that, and this side will be done. Okay, we'll finish getting these all installed, and we'll bring you back on the last one. Okay, I got 4 of the 5 done. So before I move the ladder all the way to the other side, we're going to make sure that these 4 work. You have any lights?
You got front lights, marker lights.
Okay, we got to figure out why we're not getting no power to the lights. Chasing wires. Gotta love it. And fuses. Okay, for some reason, the clearance lights are hooked into the MKLPS. So any of you bus drivers out there, do you know what MKLPS stands for? If so, leave it in comments so we know what it stands for.
Flipping on and off real fast? Yep, they're working. Leave them on, we'll test the power.
Wait, hold on. Master something switch. Because with the off, I have no door light, nothing. But I flip it on, I have a door light.
Now it turns on all those switches?
I don't know.
Turn that off and try the dome lights.
Yeah, dome lights work.
Oh. So that's your night light.
Or is that
Shut
switch...
that door and see if that light shuts off. Yeah.
I wonder if that switch is the one for the flashing lights and the stop sign. Whatever it stands for. Now I gotta figure out why this ain't working. Okay, I was feeling for wires, trying to trace the wires to this light, and then it just kicked on. And I'm jiggling wires and it's staying on, so it's hard to chase a problem that's not gonna reoccur again. So that means, got one light left to do, and these lights on top will be done.
Oh, I just gotta say, I think me and Hillbilly have somebody else in the shop with us, because that garage door has went to close on us like 3 or 4 times now, and this usually Hillbilly will mess with us, and the switch is right there, or you can do it over there.
But that one is for that door.
And it keeps wanting to close on us, and I just barely backed the bus up, and it wanted to close on the solar panels.
Casper! I'm blaming Casper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm working on the last light. Okay, flip them on.
All right, we got the lights in. Well, Hillbilly did. I went and flipped the bus around. I'm feeling hungry. What about you?
I am hungry. I ain't feeling hungry. I'm hungry.
Perfect. Let's go to lunch.
Okay, just like that, we're back from lunch. I came back a little earlier in Colton so I can get this all the brackets cut off this. So that way when Robbie gets here, it's done and ready to go. So, 1 or 2 more brackets left out here. And then clean it up a little bit. And then we will put it on jack stands at the back of the bumper. And then when Robbie gets here, he can adjust it to where he wants it. That made it a lot quicker work. Belt was just chewing through that weld. Took me 8 of the times it did to do the other side. So now I'm just gonna go over and touch it up a little bit to get rid of all the paint so we can have a clean spot to weld to.
All right, so Hillbilly just got the brackets all cut off this hitch. What we're gonna do is get it into position where we wanna mount it. We're gonna use 2 jack stands and a jack, and then he's got 1 more bracket to pull off. We'll make some cardboard templates. I'll cut out some brackets on the plasma table, and we'll get that mounted first, and then we'll start doing some tube work and getting everything kind of built around it. So it'll make sense, don't you worry. Everything's a hammer. Everything's a hammer.
Everything's a hammer.
Oh, that's hot!
Is that where you want? That's gonna be like perfect low.
Yeah, because then they can hook a trailer to it.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do is the bumper, we'll basically have the bumper right here, and that'll just sit below it. It's got the chain hooks.
Yeah,
We'll put a 7-way. Let's do this. Let's figure out our center. We'll get the center, and then I'll start making some brackets. And I want the bracket come off the frame, catch this. Then I also want it to come up and catch the tube style bumper. It's all going to be integrated into one.
Centered right there.
Oh, that's duh. Why didn't I think of that?
Say that again. Where is it?
Centered right there.
That's the center. Oh, good. Well, then we're good.
No mark center on this.
You already told me where center is. I'm going to stand back and eyeball my center. It's pretty dang close, actually. I don't know how we did this. 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch.
I think we've centered one too many things in the last few months.
We didn't even do that on purpose. I mean, it was on purposely perfect.
So if we put a mark,
What we need to do is, let's get a level mark off the bottom of the frame. See where the bubble's at? With my tape. We're gonna match the bumper, the hitch to that. And so we're gonna put our mag level here, and we're gonna shim this side up. So I want that bubble to be even so that we're building it to the bus.
to the frame.
Yeah, because right now we have it close to, well, we've got it perfectly level, but it's gonna look a little off if we do it. All right, so we have the bubble lined up, got it shimmed, we got that at 90. Now what we'll do is we will build some templates that come off. I'm gonna make me a CAD drawing, and then we'll cut it out on the plasma table. So I'm gonna make these mirror imaged, that way they're the same as these. All right, what I'm gonna do is let's put this back on there. Now, I need a piece of pipe to come across here. So that's gonna be, we're gonna have 2 bars. We're gonna have one up here and one here. So what I'm doing here is just making a square, just making marks so I know where things are that are square.
Right on the edge of that circle. It's only half a pipe off.
Yep, so we're half a pipe off. So what we want to do, we're going to set that one, and then we're going to line up this one to that one, but we're going to have to roll it up a little bit because of this. All right, so these are going to be the two bars for a bumper. Now I'm going to just fabricate a bracket around this, and what I did is I lined up my cardboard to the factory bracket location. So I'm going to use a factory bracket, trace the bracket, get my holes lined up, and then I'll connect everything.
Okay, so I'm going to get everything masked up all the way around the window so that way I can seam seal it and we can paint it so it doesn't look like it's been modified any. Looks like it came factory that way.
I'm just working on figuring out how to do this upper bracket. Looks like a lot of lines, but I've about got it figured out. So basically, this is going to be where the hitch is. This is going to be where the bar is. We're going to notch it in. It's going to catch this upper bar, come back down, and that'll be our bracket. Now I've got to figure out all of my doodads. All right, so see, it looks the exact same. Now what I've got to do is I've got to put my bolt holes that are adjustable. So I'm going to make those to 1/2 inch. So I'm going to upsize them to 5/8. That way when I cut them, they'll be 1/2 inch. So a 1/2 inch bolt should slide through them. I'll measure that all out. I'll get these bolt pattern in there, and we'll be ready to cut this. We're going to cut this out of 3/8 plate.
So right now, I'm scuffing up the paint so the seam sealer will stick to it, and we can paint it black.
All right, so we got it all programmed up. We'll let the table burn it out, and we'll check to see if it fits. Dang, that's good looking. All right, we'll set it up. We'll cut one more. All right, we're gonna go clean these up, let them cool for a minute, and put them on.
Okay, so I gotta put seam sealer on. So that way this doesn't start rusting. It's called bare metal seam sealer. Robbie says to do it smooth, smooth, smooth. So let's hope this goes okay. Because I'm not very good at making it smooth without taking a bunch away.
Would you look at that? Close. We'll see how it does. Well, I think it's gonna work. All right, one bracket expertly installed. Let's go install the other side. All right, we got the brackets on. So now that you can kind of visually see what we're doing here, we got that bar. It's gonna ride right there. That one's gonna be right there. And what we'll do is we'll be able to bring out the back of this, get it straight where that's just real nice and flush. I think it's gonna work pretty nice. It's almost like our cardboard knew what it was doing. We'll get this all welded solid, and then we'll start bending some pipe, getting this all roughed in, and get us a bumper built. Hitch is welded, brackets are bolted. I think this is gonna work out good. And they can even put like a little step. Like when they're not hauling anything, if they ever, this gives them the capability of hauling a trailer if they want. But we can put a little step, and then they can get up into the back. Nice. Got the freezer, got a battery pack, that's all their stuff and things. Let's figure out a top bar. Let's get that thing bent.
So, Robbie told me to measure the length that we need for tubing. He says to make sure I get it exactly right. Like this, and then go lay it on the tee. Cut it. And this is gonna probably take me and Colton to put on the pipe so it's not getting balled up. Okay, now I'm gonna cut right here at the edge of this tape, and then grab a tape measure and mark center on this tape. Now we find centers. Center of 125. 75? No, that'd be 150.
125?
Yeah. So we had to do a little bit of math, and I'm not very good at it, so it took a little bit of time. It's going to be 62 and a half. Their center.
Fold the pipe in half and see if it equals up.
So I got my center point. Now I gotta make a cheater. Cheetah. And then we're gonna bend it. It's the wrong radius. This is a 6-inch radius. So it's not gonna be perfect like we like, but it's gonna be good enough. Okay? Everything's gonna be fine. I'm fine. Everybody's fine. We're all fine. So we'll figure out where the start of the bend is. We'll measure off the center like we always do. Now we're gonna go off our center, start to bend out so that everything is symmetry.
So why do I need tape measure?
You're gonna measure it.
Measure.
That is what you do with a tape measure.
36 and an eighth.
This is driver's side.
36 and an eighth.
How's that for symmetrical? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll make the top bar, and then we'll make another one. Hold down on 36 and an eighth. Now, we gotta pull it all the way through. Gotta figure out what my spring back's gonna be, so I'm gonna go 2 degrees. Let's make sure this sucker's on tight. Okay, we're zeroed. All right, let's unlock this bad boy. Let's get us another bend going. Walk it out, walk it out. So that's why I always mark start of bend, because if you get backwards, you'll have two different bends, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Start turning it. Right there. Don't move. We're going. We're taking it. That way both bends are equal. So this only goes 45 degrees. That's why I'm resetting the pin. So we can hit 90. All right, we got our bend. It should be like roughly right on the outside of the skirting, or right
I'm right on the inside of the skirting.
on the inside?
Yeah.
Oh, then go center it. Look
It's
at that one.
falling.
Wow. Can't even clamp it. Wow. Wow.
Centered, not centered no more.
All right, come recenter it. Think. Oh my. Well, if Hillbilly would stop, like.
Oh, it's not me. My side's staying
levering
on.
it.
My side.
You're like cantilevering it. It's not gonna be the coolest bumper in the entire planet, but it'll work. Let's make another one. All right, let's bend the second one. We'll get this pulled around to 90. We'll add our 0, and we'll flip around at the other bend. Show you guys what it looks like when it's done. All right, we got it. I think what we need to do now is figure out where we need to cut the ends off so that it fits around the edges. And then we can really get them stacked and working. So we've got a mark. We're gonna pull it off, cut it, make sure it fits on the top also, and then we'll transfer it to this one. That way if we screw up, we only screw up one.
Are we gonna put it up on top, make sure it's the same as we said?
We'll tape back.
The other one.
So we're gonna cut it. We're gonna fit it on the top.
Straight. Hope that's straight.
We'll get them put in position. So we'll go ahead and get this clamped into position. I think it's gonna work. Nice. Just a basic bumper, but now they have a hitch. And that's what truly matters.
It's not like coming apart.
Yeah, it's not rusting into oblivion. All right, we're gonna make a couple of bars, some spreader bars per se, some spreader bars for the outside, and then we'll kind of get this tacked up and we'll figure out what to do from there. Okay,
Looks amazing.
I think we should probably like do some real measurements. Like,
Now that we got it all, it looks like it's gonna fit. Now centered. Start with this one.
yeah, girl. So we're gonna, you guys like that? I think it's fine. I think it's okay.
I think it's great.
And then we'll do some more bars. We're being a bus bumper. This is busting.
Bussin'.
Literally, this is busting, guys.
I'm pretty sure bustin' is only for food. You can only say it for food.
No.
Yeah.
Let me
For
hold
the
the
bus,
each hand
too.
back again.
It's for the best.
This is busting. Ugh. We're pretty dang close. Let's center this up. Oh, we're dead on.
Okay.
That's right where it needs to be.
Well, because we're that good. How did we step twice in a row?
How? Hillbilly obviously did it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what's up. Okay, get that zeroed out over here. Zero that side, I'll tack it, and then we'll zero this side and I'll tack this. We're gonna put a twist on her.
0.5. Oh, maybe we gotta go down.
The arrow's pointing.
Juno, jump.
Oh,
Wait, 0.1. We're almost there.
Okay, come do the other side. Okay. Just act like Hillbilly's not in the background. He's on his lunch break. He's not actually here.
not here.
That is not Hillbilly.
It's a cardboard.
It's cardboard
Yeah.
cutout.
That arrow points down.
What's this one then doing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe
Well, that's what I
don't
thought
know.
over there, and I was going off of it.
You're gonna have to like twist it. You're gonna have to pull, like force it.
Right
Ooh,
there,
it-
0.0.
Oh.
Oh, a little more. Right there.
I like it. All right, so now that I'm gonna go to lunch and Colton's gonna go to lunch and Demery's gonna go to lunch, she's in the goes to lunch chair.
Yeah.
And Hillbilly's on deck to come back to work.
That's the at lunch chair.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's the at lunch chair.
This
She's already
the-
on lunch. That's the coming back from lunch chair.
Yep.
This
Colton's
is ready
standing.
to go to lunch.
So I'm gonna have Hillbilly make some bars while we're gone that are gonna go right here. Then we're gonna come back. We're going to install them. Actually, he could probably install them. Well, maybe not. Anyway, so we're going to lunch. We'll be right back.
So now we're working on this. Those notches are to clear this bracket because it wraps completely around the pipe. So that way the bracket will be in the way. So I'm notching out the pipe to where we can weld the pipe onto the bracket plus the bracket. Yeah, it'll look clean. So I gotta notch this back pipe out a little bit more, top and bottom, and then it should be good to go. Time to test fit.
Fittings?
No, it's not. I guess his bracket's all straight.
Oh, good lane.
It was
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Get that as close to 90 as you can get it. And I'm gonna go 41 by 6 1/4.
What you got going on over here?
We're doing some top secret things. So we're not making a conventional bumper. This bumper is gonna do no good besides look cool. So we're gonna put the Onyx Off-Road logo right in the center, and then Sean's working on the outer pieces. We're gonna build it out of aluminum. Then we're gonna get it all powder coated, and it's gonna look cool. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Okay, I got a 89.9.8. So I'm gonna tack the top and see if I can't tap the bottom over.
Uh-oh.
Is there no ground? I don't even think it's on.
Because it's not plugged in. You have to plug it in and turn it on.
Duh.
All right, we have one shot to do this right. We have that little strip of aluminum plate. If we mess it up, then we have to go dig all the aluminum up and try to get it out of a 4x8 sheet. And ain't nobody got time for that. Here goes nothing. I've got the Onyx Off-Road logo all programmed. And here we go.
Okay, got the bars in. They're as square as they're gonna get. So now Robbie says to go ahead and start welding them all in. So I'll grab a helmet and my gloves and I'll start welding.
All right.
We got a gap on this side because of the weld. There's a bubble.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a bubble.
I think we should get the belt sander, whatever, and grind those. We got a little bit of the welds that need to be cleaned up. Hillbilly's gonna work on that, but this center section fits really nice. It's gonna lay in there into the pipes like I want with some tabs. We're gonna bolt it in. It's gonna look awesome. Now, we're gonna do an aluminum backer. It's gonna cover that, and then the X is gonna get welded in. So it's gonna look awesome. We're gonna get this all powder coated. I'm sure Kevin will do the insides white because he's crazy like that.
Good.
And good. Anyway, so Hillbilly's gonna finish getting some welding done on this. We're gonna pull the bumper off and go put it on Sean's bench and finish it over there.
Do it.
Okay, so this is going to be the backer panel that's going to hold the X. So essentially, that's going to get bolted on there. That's going to get bolted to the back of our panel. We're going to powder coat the backer panel white. Everything else will be black. It's going to look good. So I just decided to make ourselves a lot more work. So this is the panel that goes across the front that's going to hold our new Baja Design lights. And I'm going to cut Onyx Off-Road out of this and do a backer panel on this one too, because we like to complicate things. So what I'm going to do right now is find my center of this panel, and then it's not going to make sense, but I'm going to put it into the computer, and I'm going to program the Onyx logo that goes right here, but I'm not going to cut the outer, and that's how I'm going to make this work on the plasma table to cut it out of here.
There's my bumper cats.
All right here.
Right in there. I won't be able to get them in there or installed until we have the bumper off, because not a panel in the way. So we'll get this bumper pulled off, and I'll hang these installed, then we'll take it over to Sean. Hang these 8 bolts pulled out and get this bumper off, and hang these caps welded on, and then we'll, like I said, take it to Sean. Right now he's walking out there, modifying a couple pieces, walking in, test fitting, and going back out there. So I'll make it easier for him. We're just going to take it all the way out there because we'll be done with it in here.
Okay, Sean, he told me that I better file these letters up because they, just on the back side, it angles a little bit. So he got me set up with file and a vise. So just going through, I'm just barely cutting it out. There's a little bit of slag and stuff in there, so I'm gonna file it out. You get my littler one, kind of knocking off the back side, basically.
Oh.
Okay, all the bolts are out, so let's hope.
Something wasn't out. What are those, washers?
Yeah. That's gonna look real nice.
I don't see it, but...
No one will see it, and it'll keep water out. Trim up the edges a little bit to get it go down the side of it. A little more. Okay, I got the first side tacked. Now I should get a hammer and kind of tap it down in, and I'll weld all the way around. Do the other 3. Okay, just like that, I'll have the other 3 done.
All right, so I'm gonna have one shot to screw this up. So I've got to very carefully square this up and get my plasma set to where it cuts the logo centered. If I screw it up, Sean has to make a new panel. We're gonna zero it out there and cut it. We've got a tip that blew out. So we're gonna change it out. Here goes nothing. Somehow it must have worked. It's the only piece I need out of there. My little X. My little Xy poo. You got a problem. Oh. Cut it crooked.
Did you? That was cool. Alright.
No, it's not crooked!
Good.
But it worked. So, I'm thinking on this one though, we'll cut another backer.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of do the same thing, but we might have to weld the X to it.
Oh.
And then maybe double side tape it in.
That piece.
That'll work, don't you think?
Oh,
Could you set that piece where would this hold it in? Or does that not step up enough?
Yeah, well, we'll double sided tape it in. Yeah, we can use this as a jig. So, but look at that. Barely. Well, no, that is center. Because it's equal here and equal here, or it might be just slightly that way. But it's straight, and I didn't ruin it. One backer, expertly cut out. Here's the smaller.
Because Robbie wants to chunk a piece of 4 inches long plate, weld from here from the bars to the receiver, just so it helps tie everything together in more spots to make it more sturdy. Look at that.
Woo! Third time's the charm. Look at that. And now we need to somehow.
Want
What?
some yellow tape? Tape it.
That's what I'm thinking. We should tape it, or aluminum tape. Oh wait, we're double-sided taping it. We don't have to do. Oh well, we'll just flip it for looks.
Right.
Oh,
Dope.
dope.
So good.
So what you know about that? So Sean's got these all bent, contoured, fit, where they're gonna go right in the inch of the bumper. He's got some pilot holes. We're gonna drill them out to 2 inch, put some dimple dies in it, and then the inserts will be ready to have tabs welded in and have this bumper just about completed. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll get the other one drilled out. We're gonna dimple die these.
First dimple die you've ever done?
Yeah. First good one.
First one I've ever.
See if we can make a mess of it. Should I like try to flatten it or anything?
It flattened itself back out,
Okay, so
so it should be good.
oh, it is bowed.
Not bad.
Can you thump it out?
Okay.
We only do top tier work here. Ooh, look at that. This is better than a hammer.
Oh yeah.
So Sean's gonna go and flatten this back out, but there you go. We got our 4 dimple dies, which is pretty good. It's 3/16, so it's pretty thick. Let's go see if he can straighten it.
Time to move it over to Sean's table now.
Wow.
Well, real good.
For being a bus bumper, it's kind of cool. So I can go ahead and put that on my resume. Well, mine and Sean's and Colton's and Hillbilly's resumes, that we are now Bluebird bus rear bumper builders. It turned out good, and it's not, I mean, I think it looks great. We got the Onyx Off-Road logo. We got the dimple dies. They're gonna powder coat it. We'll get it all tabbed, bracketed. That bumper, done. All right, so we've got the rear bumper finished. Well, just about finished. The bus is getting closer and closer to being done. Got a few more things to finish up, and then it's on its way to Oregon with Onyx Off-Road. So, as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.